Mr. Sudarshan. And fourth umpire for the game, Lalit. And anti-corruption, looking at the anti-corruption bureau, we've got Reddy Prakash. Reddy Girish, yes. Reddy Prakash is a player in CPL, and Reddy Girish, the anti-corruption.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, audio test 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello.
You can keep a bit of space between yourself so that it would look very good in the camera for you. Right, we're all set for the national anthem. Everybody that are present in the ground. So ground lo na prati okkaru, please raise your feet. Yes, so we'll go ahead with the national anthem. Yes, so DJ, whenever you're ready, please play national anthem. Yes, you can start.
Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladhi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Right, thank you players, and it's time for the action to begin. Chittoor Premier League Season 2 by Pranit Foundation, and we're all excited, we're all set for the first match. Pai Viceroy taking on Aditya BR Constructions. Alright, a very good morning, and it's time for the toss of the inaugural match of Pranit Foundation Chittoor Premier League Season 2. I've got with me both the captains, Kalyan leading Aditya BR Constructions and leading Pai Viceroy, A.V. Surya, along with our match referee, Mr. Sudarshan from ACA, and he'll be handovering the coin to A.V. Surya, captain of Pai Viceroy, who will be having a spin.
Heads.
Heads is the call. And tail it is, which means Pai Viceroy, you have won the toss, sir. What would you want to do?
We'll bowl first.
Any particular reason in picking up bowling?
Yeah, this is a new ground and new wicket, and we'll check the pitching.
So what is the score that you want to restrict Aditya BR Constructions?
140 below. I will try our team. My team is good on the bowling and batting. I'm targeting 140 and below.
Good luck for the game, sir.
Thank you.
So Kalyan, what would you have done if you had won the toss?
So we choose a bat first because we are very prepared for batting and we're having a good batting lineup. So we are happy with the toss.
So how the boys gelling with the new team? You have entered into CPL season 2 as well.
Yeah. Some of the players were playing like previous 2 seasons ago, like they are playing with us, and we are happy to collaborate again. So we are looking forward for a successful.
So been put into bat. What is the expected score that you want to put on the board?
We're planning to go like 180 plus. So it will be a better year. So we'll plan that and we'll.
Yes, good score and good luck for the game.
Thank you.
So the news from the centre is that Pai Viceroy have won the toss and they have choose to bowl first. Right, a very good morning, and we've heard it from the toss. Captain of team Pai Viceroy won the toss and he has elected to bowl first. And a very big welcome to wherever you're watching this game from to CPL Season 2, title sponsored by Praneeth Foundation. Yes, the match will start in a couple of moments, in a couple of minutes. Yes, the on-field umpires for the day, Patan Shavali and G. Kiran Kumar and Sudarshan, the match referee. And fourth umpire, Mr. Lalit Kumar, and they'll be leading the game. Yes, all excited for one more season, one more great season of cricket in Chittoor district, and this tournament will be a huge success, and the first match will be on the way in a short period of time. And the first match, the inaugural match of CPL Season 2 by Pranith Foundation. And we've seen a terrific shot from the captain, Kalyan. Sai Charan has opened the innings with the ball, and Captain Kalyan, a defensive stroke onto the onside, gets a comfortable single. Yes, we've seen a terrific run in Season 1 for Chittoor Premier League, and we have walked into one more season. And number 2 by Pranith Foundation title has been sponsored, and the first game, Aditya BR Constructions taking on team Pai Viceroy. We've heard it from the toss of Pai Viceroy. They would want to restrict team Aditya BR Construction to under 140, and 180 is what Aditya BR Constructions captain Kalyan have called for, and that is the score that he's expecting to put on the board in this beautiful venue, a GVSCS Cricket Ground. What a terrific venue this has been for the young talent of Chittoor District Cricket Association. The players have been given a world-class platform to showcase, to put in their talent, and we would see and we would know what can the use that they can make of this is extra bit of bounce, and is joining Kalyan in the middle. Datta, one more opening batter, and with that we're done with the first over. Right, we're done with the first over, and second over just kicked off, and Kalyan, the captain, will be back on strike, and it's going to be Praveen Watson who will kick off the proceedings to the second over of the innings. Is beautifully bowled it on the stump line and nicely worked it out towards the mid-on region. Will be a dot ball to start the proceedings to the second over. Yes, off to a sensational tournament, off to a sensational start. And this tournament is going to be very, very huge, and a great opportunity for the players. Yes, scouting will be done, and we're going to witness some of them making it to the next rounds of their careers. A bit of width, and looks like that's a bit away from the guiding line, says the umpire. That's going to be a wide, and a run credited to the team Aditya BR Construction, getting that extra bit of bounce on a world-class platform, on a world-class wicket. We are witnessing Chittoor Premier League. Right, tried to pull it, tried to slog it, gets the bottom edge, and that will keep racing away to the boundary fence. Yes, we'll get 4 more runs. Kalyan with the second boundary of the innings. slipping down the wicket and throwing his hands off to the offside. And has that gone all the way? Right. He's taking the charge. Captain Kalyan on the move. A magnificent stroke slipping down the wicket. Yes, a terrific shot that have got him a boundary, followed by a good-looking defensive stroke for the captain. Yes, one more good over on the cards. 9 runs coming of the first 4 balls, with 14 runs on the board for the team Aditya and BR Constructions. Yes, we can see KK and MK, the opening pair or the attacking pair. They play some dominating cricket. There's a good comeback, and that's going to be one more dot. It's taken on for a couple of boundaries. So Praveen Watson by the captain, and he's come back very well. It's down to the final ball of the second over with 14 runs on the board for the team Aditya BR Constructions. Right, set up a great platform for the young players of Chittoor district for the opportunity. Down the wicket he goes, a play and a miss, and that's a very good finish from Praveen Watson. And that's gonna be an end to the over. Yes, that extra bit of bounce, a bit of spongy bounce off the surface for Praveen Watson, taken on for 2 boundaries, but has given a very good comeback. With that, we're done with 2 overs, 14 on the board for no loss. Right, 2 overs have completed, 14 on the board without any loss of wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions is a captain getting the majority of the runs, 13 of them of 11 balls. And Datta have just faced 1 ball, and now he'll be on strike against the young gun Sai Charan, who has just gone for 5 runs in his first over. Is on the bats and glanced it very well, but a terrific work. Suddenly saving 3 runs there for the team. In fact, 4 runs, because they haven't gone for that attempt to take that single. Right, Charan, who has gone for a very good prize for team Pai Viceroy. Is now is bowled on to the offside, hasn't come in the height that he was expecting. Will be another dot, a couple of dots, and a good start to the third over by Sai Charan. Has been phenomenal in the first over, just considered 5 runs. Right, they would want to restrict Aditya BR Construction to under 140, and to do that they need to be very economical in the power play, and he's just doing the very right thing. Sai Charan keeping it on the offside, keeping it on the body line. He bowls in at a very good pace. Trying to slog it, trying to go for the big hit, but the ball is keeping a bit low. We've seen it in the previous occasion as well. And once again, another dot. Right, setting up a good tone, good rhythm to the over. Sai Charan with 3 dots so far in the third over. And we're going to see if he'll try to take the chance, if he'll try to take the big shot coming in, Datta Reddy. is not making it any easy, keeping that line very tight, and he's cramping the batter by not offering much room, and the wicket is doing its thing. The fresh wicket, captain opting to bowl after winning the toss, and it's going very well for him. I've had a very good look probably before the toss. Captain A.V. Surya leading Pai Viceroy, and Kalyan leading team Aditya BR Constructions. Both have got what they would have wanted to do at the toss. Captain Pai Viceroy, A.V. Surya have decided to bowl, and Kalyan have said that he would like to bat as well. That's one more brilliant delivery. This is a fine over on the cards. It's a terrific over on the cards from Sai Charan. He's an young phenomenon, a prodigy from Chittoor District Cricket Association, and he will be streaming in with that new ball. A terrific ball striker as well, a phenomenal all-rounder. That's one more brilliant delivery, bowling it with good pace, and that is the reason he's not giving much of time for the batters to play that shot, and that is an end to a very fine over. A maiden over inside power play is absolute goal from the bowler Saicher, and with that we're done with 3 overs, 14 on the board for no loss team Aditya BR Constructions. Alright, we've seen a terrific over from Saicharan, a maiden over. Right, 3 overs have completed, 14 on the board. We've got a new bowler into action. Left arm bowler introduced, and he will try to create that angle time and again. S.V. Reddy, the new bowler, the left arm bowler coming in over the stumps for the right hand batters with 14 runs on the board. Aditya BR Constructions. We've seen a terrific over from Sai Charan to Datta Reddy, which he hasn't conceded any runs. His captain making some good moves, and he'll be trying to restrict the runs. Is making a bit of room to himself and struck that very well down towards the mid-off fielder, but wouldn't get any runs. Yes, on the screen, Captain A.V. Surya leading Pai Viceroy, who's had a terrific run in season 1. We've seen how he has performed. Yes, all the captains that have led their side have got terrific numbers with the bat. Kalyan, A.V. Surya, we will be missing out C.R. Graneshwar in the season. Yes, a couple of dots to start the proceedings to the over, and he steps down the wicket, takes the charge, and has it gone all the way? Is that the first maximum? Yes, boundary signal. Looks like that has fallen short of the boundary rope by a very small margin, but brilliant intent from the captain. This has been cut down a couple of dots, and look at the way he is advanced forward. Terrific timing, and made sure that he has gone over the infield, and you can see the ball landing just inside that boundary rope. Is putting in the positive intent in the power play. The third boundary of the innings for the captain. In fact, the fourth one of it for Kalyan. There's 3 balls to go in the 4th over. Trying to pull it, trying to pick the line, trying to pick that length. but not going to be easy for the bowler. For the left-hander bowlers coming in over the stumps, they'll definitely be making that angle and will be beating them on the offside, and that will remain a dot ball. A very good over on the cards from S.V. Reddy. Yes, he's been taken on for a boundary by the captain Kalyan, but a very good setup to the next 3 dots. A play and a miss. Wonderful line, brilliant line to the right-hander batter. So far they haven't been much expensive, especially Sai Charan, who's just gone for 5 runs with the maiden in his first 2 overs. And we're seeing one more brilliant over from S.V. Reddy, taken on for only 1 boundary of 5 balls. That's been hit high up in the air. Yes, he knows that he hasn't got the contact, and that's a very, very comfortable grab from Praveen Watson. Right, they lose the first wicket. The moment he hit it in the air, he knew that he hasn't got it right out of the middle and to the area that he would have wanted. And S.V. Reddy strikes, gets the first wicket for the team. Pai Viceroy, yes, has got a very, very good elevation. You can see it in the replay, has got a very, very fine elevation, but has been picked up. A very, very good catch, taken that very much away from his body line, Praveen Watson. And that is an end to the innings of the captain Kalyan. Gone for 17 of 17 balls, 4 overs, completed 18 for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions.
New batsman on the strike.
All right, 4 overs have completed 18 for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions. And a terrific over from S.V. Reddy after conceding only 1 boundary, picked up the captain. A danger batsman has been departed by the bowler S.V. Reddy, and the new batter. A new batter will be at the non-strikers end, and Sai Charan will start the proceedings to his 3rd over.
Sai Charan at bowling end. Datta Reddy on strike. It's nicely played. No run from that. That's a nice bowling from Sai Charan. He made dot ball. Inkana. Sai Charan for next ball. Datta Reddy makes single from that. New batsman on the strike.
All right, Sai Charan, after bowling a terrific maiden over, started the proceedings to his 3rd over, just gone for 5 in his first 2, and new batter off the mark with 1 run, nicely flicked off the legs. And Datta has been in the middle for 9 deliveries, has just got 1 run, but once he settles himself in, he is an explosive batter. We all know what he can do with the bat. Datta And certainly the team would be wanting him as an opener to be very, very explosive. Right, fourth ball on the way for the fifth over. Made a bit of room to himself, but he's beaten with that change of pace, and they'll sneak in that single in the form of an extra. Certainly a terrific changer. Looks like, yes, that's been signalled buys by the umpire. The on-field umpires for the day, Patan Hashan Shawali and Kiran Kumar, the on-field umpires, and third umpire, match referee Mr. Sudarshan, and fourth umpire being done by Mr. Lalit. All qualified officials from Andhra Cricket Association leading this game forward. His new batter back on strike. Yes, good looking shot straight towards the backward deep mid point. Gets 1 run. AJ bringing in MK Datta back on strike for the final ball of the fifth over. Another brilliant over on the cuts. You would only expect this kind of spells from a very, very quality bowler. Sai Charan, 8 runs conceded with 1 ball to go in the third over. And they have held the nerves, they have tightened the screws in the power play, which is conceding 22 runs in 4.5 overs. Team Pai Viceroy has been on the top of the game in the power play. We've seen only 1 bowler taken on for runs, but he's only gone for 9 runs, Praveen Watson. But the remaining 2 bowlers, Sai Charan and S.V. Reddy, have been simply very, very brilliant. Last ball of the over. A bit of pace on offer and bowled it on the body line. Nicely negotiated for a single onto the onside. With that, we're done with 1 more fine over from Sai Charan, 4 runs of the fifth over. 23 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions.
5 overs completed, 23 for 1 on the board.
Alright, 5 overs have completed, 23 for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions. And we have walked into the 6th over, the final over of the power play. And S.V. Reddy, who's got a wicket in the previous over, dismissing the captain Kalyan, will be bowling the final one for the power play. 23 on the board. Right, terrific line, terrific length we've seen from S.V. Reddy and Sai Charan especially. 3 overs is just considered 9 runs in his spell. And 1 brilliant over we've seen from S.V. Reddy, 4 runs with the wicket in his first over. And all in readiness for the start of the 6th over, the Reddy will be on strike. The 2 runs scored of 11 balls. Yes, a need to convert this into a positive note from here. Pitch that a bit forward and bowled it with a very good angle. Very good start to the over from S.V. Reddy. Is a terrific tournament. This is gonna be Pranith Foundation Chittoor Premier League Season 2, where 6 teams have come forward with the addition of 2 new teams, NK Sports and Nitin Warriors. 2 teams, they made their entry in a grand style. That's gonna be called a wide. Is a wide signaled. 1 run to the scoreboard for the team Aditya BR Construction. Just missed its line, trying to bring that ball into the right-hander batter. The natural ability of the left-hander bowlers to swing it into the right-handers hasn't got the pitching right, and that has kept going down the line. That's a beautiful shot. That is a top shot from the batsman. Right, making up his mind to free his arms. Terrifically capitalize on that width that was offered and getting it right out of the sweet spot, and a boundary through the covers from Datta Reddy. So look at the way he's made sure that he has hit it over the 30-yard, and I've got a magnificent boundary that would boost his confidence going for the batter. Now flicks it, launches that onto the onside, and has that gone all the way? Right, we know what he can do, and he is certainly turning the heat on MK Datta. Is a boundary followed by a magnificent flick onto the onside, picking the length very early, and you can see that he's brought in that semi-helicopter the shot and has got 6 runs for the team. Now made a bit of room to himself, but that was fired very well. Wide called by the umpire. 1 run credited, putting the pressure straight on the bowler. And they need these good runs in the power play. Right, turning out to be a very good over. Slower delivery, but he's picked it up very well. Has lost control over that shot, but with the failed restrictions, that will certainly be a boundary. It looks like that has landed inside the rope. Yes, a 4 call by the umpire, but he's taking the heat on, taking on the bowler. A very good changer from S.V. Reddy, but sweet is the connection from the batsman. As you can see, ball landing 1 step before it has gone into the boundary rope. It's just the kind of shot, just the kind of exact start they would need to this power play, and getting the runs. Now goes through the offside, splits the infield and gets 1 more boundary. Right, MK Datta is on fire, taking on the bowler, and has got 20 runs already of 5 deliveries in the 6th over. Yes, what he can do once he's settled in, he's taken his time, respected the good bowlers, and is certainly turning the tables around, turning the momentum around. MK Datta Reddy. Right, final ball of the power play, and this is a solid finish. They're getting Aditya BR Constructions. Beautifully drives that, gets it past that infield, and make that 1 more boundary. Right, 5 balls he's faced, and has got a boundary of every delivery that he has got in this over. What a big over, what a fine finish this is to the power play for the team Aditya BR Constructions. Yes, full face of the bat, a terrific timing, and made sure that he has played it very fine away from that mid-off-fielder to make it 24 runs of the 6th over, 47 for the loss of 1 wicket, team Aditya BR Constructions.
Power play completed. 47 per 1. A huge over for the batting side. Maximum runs picked up from the bowler. That's nice batting from Datta Reddy.
All right, a solid power play we witnessed. It's courtesy Datta Reddy. They've got 24 runs in the over, and he's taken certainly on the bowler with a very good intent to get themselves to a safe position, a solid position at the end of the 6 overs. 47 is what team Aditya BR Constructions have got for the loss of the captain, and the spin has been brought straight away. B. Vinay Kumar, the new bowler, and Jayant Krishna, he'll be on strike. It's a beautiful start by Vinay Kumar. Nicely flighted there, pitched it a bit forward and bowled it on the offside. A very good start to the over. Nicely negotiated, carefully played the round to the offside. Will get off the strike to bring in Datta Reddy back on strike. 24 of 17, 4 boundaries with 1 sixer. Everything is got in the last over. and partnership going very well. 30 runs of 14 balls between Datta Reddy. Majority of the runs have been scored in the previous over. Makes a room once again, hits it with the turn and gets a sixer once again. Right, Datta Reddy looked locked in and is getting those big shots coming in. We know how flamboyant he can be once he settled in. He's made a good room to himself, played it with the turn from the bowler and gets a 50-run mark up on the board for the team Aditya BR Constructions. His brilliant comeback from Vinay, taken on for a huge sixer by Datta. And last 2 balls to go in the 7th over with 54 runs on the board for the team. It's a positive turnaround. Simply striking the ball very well, MK Datta Reddy. Nicely bowled once again on the offside, and they're going for that single. Will get home very, very comfortably. 1 run taken by the batsman. Now that he's settled in, you need to plan the innings from here. 20 balls, 31. At one stage, he was facing 11 deliveries and he was just scoring 2 runs. But the way he's converted to get 29 runs in the next 8 deliveries, absolute acceleration from the batsman, from the opening batter. Has got a very good ability of hitting the ball with some good intent, and that's a good looking shot and a very good work in the field. Sacharan bringing in that dive to save the runs. And with that, we're done with the over. As you can see it in the replay as to how he's put in the commitment. Try to open the face intentionally, but good stop from the fielder. And that remained an end to the over. With that, we're done with 7-9 coming of the 7th over. 56 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions. Right, Praveen Watson back into action. Conceded 9 runs in the first over. With 7 overs, 56 on the board. 1 wicket has gone down for the team Aditya BR Constructions. It's a terrific turnaround from MK Datta Reddy. We're going to see who will be the bowler that is going to put some breaks for this flourish of runs that are being scored by MK Datta Reddy. Right, 8th over. First ball, good looking shot from Jayant Krishna, splitting the gap and piercing that infield very well. Has cut that very well, played that a bit late and has found that gap to get the first boundary of the innings. Has beautifully timed it down the ground and splitting that gap between both the fielders, getting 4 runs to set up a very good rhythm. There's a great start to the 8th over, 60 on the board. They've been put calm in the first 5 overs, but they've gained a terrific momentum at the end of the power play and they're capitalizing on it now. Trying to cut that one away once again, but gets beaten by the line from Praveen Watson. He has been taken on for a couple of boundaries even in the first over by Captain Kalyan, but he's given a very good comeback to the second set of that first over of his spell.
Praveen Kumar from next ball. Nicely played, taken single. Comfortably taken. 60 runs for 61 for 1 on the board. 7.3 overs. Bowler ready for next ball. Batter is ready. What a shot, what a shot. It's boundary from MK Datta Reddy.
Right, one more brilliant hit, picking up the length very quickly, and is transferred that weight onto the back foot very well, pulling that and finding that gap between both the fielders. He's absolutely demolishing the bowlers at the moment. Datta Reddy moves on to 35 runs, gets the fifth boundary of the innings. With 2 balls remaining, 9 runs have already come of the 8th over. A slower delivery, very good changer from Praveen Watson, and they're calling for a quick single. Yes, certainly there's an overthrow, but they will be settling themselves to just 1 run. Last ball of the over, and a brilliant line to bring an end to the 8th. 10 runs coming of the 8th over, 66 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions and a strategic timeout.
8 over 66 for 1 on the board. Beautiful batting from Datta Reddy. Make his team big score on the board.
Right, rings have been called by the umpire. 8 over 66 for the loss of 1 wicket. Yes, so far 8 overs play have been completed, and you can see the beautiful mountains. We're playing in a terrific venue, GVSCS Cricket Ground. Yes, that looked like the scorecard for the team. Aditya BR Constructions. Kalyan, the captain, departing for 17 runs, faced 17 balls with 4 boundaries. Yes, Datta Reddy, who's got a slow start, but the way he's converted the things, 36 of 22 balls with 163 strike rate. Jayant Krishna have got 1 boundary, 9 runs of 9 balls so far, putting up 66 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 8 overs. And looking at the bowling card, yes, SV Reddy has been very, very good in the first over of his spell. Has got a wicket, but he has been taken on by MK Datta Reddy in his second. And terrific numbers for Saichar, and 3 overs, 12 dots, and just considered 9 runs with a very, very good economy of just 3. And Praveen Watson, 2 overs, considered 19 runs. 1 over has been bowled by Vinay, which has been taken on for 9 runs. And time for drinks now for the players. A terrific venue for Chittoor Premier League Season 2. GVSCS Cricket Academy. Yes, an outstanding venue, a world-class venue for the players that has been done by CDCA with the support of the Joint Secretary of Andhra Cricket Association, actually C. Cricket Vijay sir, who has been the backbone in getting a great foundation to this a brilliant tournament. We've seen the first season happening at SV University Cricket Ground in Tirupati, but now we're playing in our own den, playing in our own venue for the second season.
All APL represented umpires are representing CPL Season 2. Back to the game. Back to the game. Vinay is the bowler. Datta Reddy on strike. Taking guard again. His contribution 36 in 66 balls. 66 runs, sorry. It's a dot ball. Good delivery from the bowler. Comfortable single from Datta Reddy.
Right, brilliant is the way how MK Datta Reddy have paced his innings. I've respected some very good deliveries in the power play from the bowler Sai Charan, but the way he has come back to put up 37 runs of just 24 balls has been simply magnificent. And Jayant Krishna back on strike. That's been cut very well, but straight towards the field of the cowards will be a dot. And a good start to the over from Vinay. Taken on for 9 runs in his first over, but has been keeping the line very tight in the first 3 balls so far in this over. That's been guided very well. Just hope in the face at the last moment, making use of that width, making use of that line from the bowler, that extra bit of pace from the bowler. Vinay has tried to bowl it a bit quicker, but he has given too much width on that occasion. Yes, the pace has been made to complete use by Jayan, and that have raised away, flourished away very quickly to the boundary fence.
Datta Reddy find the gap.
Right, good comeback. It's a natural ability of the left-hander spinners to angle that into the right-hander batters, making it very difficult for the batters. But if there was any width, if there's any width absolutely offered to the batters, they're certainly gonna make sure that they'll take the bowlers on. Wonderfully works it out onto the onside. Will get a single and will retain the strike for the next over. 6 runs coming of the 9th over, 72 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Alright, we've got some good supporters. Yes, the owner of Pai Viceroy, Mr. Madan, is watching the game. Has been a terrific contributor to CPL Season 2, Season 1. We've seen the auction for Chittoor Premier League Season 2 and Season 1 have happened in Pai Viceroy Hotel. And always there to encourage the players. Alright, 9 overs into the game, 72 for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions and Praveen Watson back into action. 2 overs, gone for 19 runs. And they'll be bowling the third one of his spell. He's shuffled across, trying to take the charge, trying to slog it away onto the onside. A play and a miss. A good start to the over from Praveen. Yes, in a very good, comfortable position. Aditya BR Constructions, they've picked up the momentum at the end of the power play in the 6th over, where they've got 24 runs. As MK Datta have got 23 runs of that over, taking on SV Reddy, and they've capitalized on that momentum, and they're building a very fine partnership for the second wicket. The captain have been taken down, and you can see the partnership, 54 runs of 31 balls between both the batters, Jayant Krishna and MK Datta Reddy. That's a very good delivery. Absolutely no pace on offer, and he's kept it inside the guiding line on the offside. There's a couple of dots to start the proceedings of the 10th over. Dancing down the wicket. Yes, that's been timed very well, but straight to the man at the deep covers is phenomenal. Is the way how they face these innings. Aditya BR Constructions, and if they want to get themselves back in the game for Team Pai Viceroy, they need to find a way to get this man on the screen, MK Datta Reddy. What a terrific striking. Getting the hits right, getting the boundaries right, taking on the bowlers. Shuffled across, trying to pick that and play that innovative shot, but watching the batsman move across, he has taken the pace off completely. A very good thinking from Praveen Watson. It's 2 balls to go in the over. A full toss delivery, but that's a very, very good delivery because he hasn't offered much space. You can see the ball has been looped very well for the batter. He hasn't got the timing that he would have liked. That's only 1 run. This is turning out to be a very, very good over. A very good third one so far from Praveen Watson. 2 runs coming of the 5 deliveries so far in this over. And they need some good control over these overs here. Team Pai Viceroy stepping down the wicket, and that's been hit very well, and good work in the fielding department from Team Pai Viceroy. Certainly saving runs there for the team. Is on the get back for the second run. Is nicely bowled. It could have been called wide if there wasn't any contact, but 2 runs he got to bring an end to the over. With that, we're done with 10 overs, 76 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Team Aditya BR Constructions.
Of the match,
Yes,
done. And 76 for 1 on the scoreboard. Kalyan contribution 17 runs for his team. MK Datta Reddy and Jayant Krishna on the crease. They are supporting Datta Reddy with 38, Jayant Krishna with 17. Only SV Reddy taken 1 wicket for his team.
Right, halfway through the inning, 76 for 1. Team Aditya BR Construction set batter Datta back on strike, trying to take the charge, trying to step down the wicket and hit it over the bowler's head, but will be a dot ball to start the proceedings by Vinay Kumar to the 11th over of the innings. 76 is what they've got in the first half. Gone for the switch hit, and the stump went flying. Right, he gets his man Vinay Kumar trying to play that switch hit. MK Datta Reddy disappointed with himself. Right, Vinay Kumar, the left arm spinner, strikes, getting the set batter back to the pavilion. He's angled that ball very well into the left-hander. You can see is a terrific delivery from Vinay. He's got that thinking right, but hasn't got the execution. But he's played his part for the team. Datta Reddy departs with 38 runs off 28 with 5 boundaries and 2 sixes. 2 wickets down for 76 on the board at the end of 10.2 overs. Team Aditya BR Constructions. Alright, 2 wickets down for 76 on the board at the end of 10.2 overs. Team Aditya BR Constructions and Vinay have got a big breakthrough. Have got a terrific wicket departing the set batter Datta Reddy, who's going very well for the team. Looked very, very settled and has got 38 runs, but he has been sent back to the pavilion by Vinay Kumar. And new batter in the middle for the team. Right, new batter Y Teja Reddy. Another fine player of the white ball. His first ball, and he drives it beautifully down the carpet of the mark. He goes comfortably with a single, bringing in Jayant Krishna back on strike. 17 of 17. And now with him being the set batter, need to take the charge, need to get some good boundaries, try to make some calculative risk. And with Teja Reddy, who has just arrived, they need to give him some time to settle in the middle. And one more fine partnership is what they need. But for Team Pai Viceroy, getting the wicket of Teja Reddy will be a very big prize for them at the moment, because we know what attack, what kind of cricket he can play. He's a very, very fine striker of the ball. And this over so far hasn't drawn many runs for Aditya BR, but have got 1 wicket for Team Pai Viceroy. Once again, one more batter going for that innovative shot, and one more batter have to make his way back to the pavilion. Yeah, so we've seen that before. Gone for the switch hit. He has tried to hit that ball, and Datta Reddy have been departed, and now it's Jayant Krishna. Right, trying to switch hit that once again. So that's a very, very comfortable catch taken by the slip fielder Praveen Watson in the slip corridor. Takes it, and one more wicket goes down for the team. Right, they yield one more wicket. Vinay gets one more wicket in this over. 2 wickets after just conceding 1 run. Three wickets down, 77 on the board at the end of 10.5 overs. There's 77 for 3 at the end of 10.5 overs. A phenomenal over in the making for Vinay Kumar. 2 wickets with just 1 runs conceded on the first 5 deliveries in the 11th over. His batsman certainly looked disappointed, but he need to make his way back to the pavilion. It's a fine over, just breaking the momentum to put back both the set batters back in the dugout. And Jayant Krishna departs with 17 runs with a couple of boundaries. The new batter, Indra Varun, he'll be making his way into the middle. The next batter for the team, Aditya BR Constructions. Is IVR, the next batter for the team, Aditya BR Constructions. Yes, what a fine over. What a terrific over this is from the bowler. Vinay Kumar getting 2 wickets and putting back both the set batters back in the dugout. And now with the arrival of 2 new batters in the middle, it's a very good time for Team Pai Viceroy to get through very quickly through some overs without going away for many runs, because the new batters would usually be taking the time and settling themselves in the middle. Right, IVR, Indra Varun, the new batter in the middle for the team. And what can he do with this final delivery of the 3rd over? Vinay Kumar, 2 wickets of 5 balls. He is offering that with but will remain a dot ball to bring an end to a fantastic over from Vinay Kumar. 1 run, 2 wickets of the 11th over, 77 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions.
Very good over from Vinay Kumar. He make the momentum change in for his team, and he picked up 2 wickets, sent the 2 batsmen to the pavilion. His support to the team is very good.
As rightly said, Pawan Kishore, 2 wickets and 1 run in the 11th over, 77 on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. And Shalu Nawaz, they're introducing a new bowler into the attack. Captain A.V. Surya making a change in the bowling department. Shalu Nawaz, the new bowler introduced, will be bowling the 12th one for the innings with 77. What an over, what a fine over we've seen from Vinay Kumar. Now Teja Reddy will be on strike. Just arrived in the middle, and Varun, both of them have just faced 1 delivery in their innings. First ball, drives it very well down the carpet, straight towards the extra coverts, gets a single, makes it to the other end to bring in 1 more new batter. Indra Varun back on strike. Right, a very good moment for Team Pai Viceroy. Certainly to get through 1 or 2 overs here without going away for many runs, because like we said, the batters will be trying to take their time, a bit of time to settle themselves in the middle. That's nicely driven, beautifully open the face at the very end, and that's going to be a boundary. Let's talk about timing, talk about placement, and what a way to get off the mark for Varun. If you see the replay, you would understand that he has intentionally opened that face of the bat at the very end, making sure that he has played it away from that sweeper fielder at the deep covers, made it very comfortable in getting that boundary. That's a top class drive from the batter. Indra Varun off the mark, it goes with 4 runs. Ball have certainly kept a bit low there, but nicely negotiated. Straight towards the final region, gets a single and rotate the strike. Is very good intent. No, he's got the boundary. He has converted that single to bring in 1 more new batter. They need to play this positive cricket here. Team Aditya BR have lost a couple of quick wickets of 2 set batters who are going very well, who put up a very good partnership for the 2nd wicket. That has to be called a wide. Will certainly be called a wide. That was very much away from the guideline. 1 run to the scoreboard for the Team Aditya BR Constructions. 7 coming of 3 deliveries. A very good start to the over for Team Aditya BR Constructions. First 3 balls, they picked up 7 runs, and they need to plan these innings. It's very usual for the new batters to take time without getting many runs, but this is a very good intent from Team Aditya BR Constructions. Throws his hands onto the onside, gets the bottom edge, and you can see once the ball clears a 30-yard, it will be very much impossible, because too quick is the outfield here at GVSCS Cricket Academy. He's trying to heave that away by shuffling across, gets the bottom edge, but still gets the value for the shot that he has played. Alright, 11 coming of 4 balls. And he carefully caresses that towards the backward point. This is very good thinking, very good cricket from both the batters. Not trying to be fancy, not trying to slog every ball, playing on the merit and taking on the bowler very nice and fine. They know a new bowler has been introduced. And you can see 12 runs have come of 5 deliveries. A very good over on the cards, and that a little bit of help. That little bit of a misfield will help the team get 1 run in the form of bye. And that's a very fine over in the middle overs for Team Aditya BR Constructions with 2 new batters in the middle. 13 runs have come of the 12th over. 90 runs on the board for the loss of 3 wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions.
Twelve overs completed. 90 for 3 on the scoreboard. A.V. Surya on attack. Y. Teja Reddy and Indra Varun Kumar K on the Teja picked the single.
Alright, 13th over in progress. A quick single to start the proceedings of the 13th over, and good looking shot by Teja Reddy straight towards the deep point. Gets a single, a couple of runs. And captain A.V. Surya have put himself in the middle with the ball. There's one more new bowler introduced, and he himself put into the middle with the ball, A.V. Surya. Indra Varun back on strike. Good looking shot. Played it away from the fielder. Has got that dive in, but couldn't save the ball from hitting the boundary rope. Is absolutely crunching that through the covers. Indra Varun gets one more boundary. Is playing some very positive cricket. Is capitalized very well on that extra bit of width offered by the captain A.V. Surya. A fielder getting that dive right in. That couldn't control that very well. One more good looking shot straight towards the deep point. Gets one more run. So another fine over on the cards. 7 coming of 4 balls in the 13th over. They've got a very solid over. 13 runs in the 12th over. You usually don't see these kind of overs with the new batters in the middle overs. But they're making sure they're keeping the momentum going forward and are yielding very good runs, and that's a very good delivery from Surya. Oh, looks like that has been called wide. Is 4 balls done, 8 runs. One more good over on the cards for the team. Now picking that and times it with good perfection. A dive coming in from the fielder, but that has been timed and placed exclusively by the batsman. This hasn't tried to hit it very hard, just punched it with good power. Teja Reddy. And the fielder putting in that desperate dive but couldn't hold on to that catch. A top class placement from the batter Teja Reddy. And that will bring up 100 runs on the board for the team Aditya BR Constructions. Goes big once again, but hasn't got the ideal timing that he would have wanted. Will get a comfortable single. Let's talk about getting through these middle overs, and both these batters are proving to be very, very good. One more over, 13 runs of the 13th over as well. They've got 26 runs in last 2 overs to make it 103 for the loss of 3 at the end of 13 overs. Team Aditya BR Constructions, and a strategic timeout called by the on-field umpires.
Strategic timed out. 13 overs completed, 103 for 3 on the scoreboard. Batters contribution in 103 runs. Kalyan 17 runs in 17 balls with strike rate 100. MK Datta Reddy 38 runs in 28 balls with 5 fours and 2 sixes. Strike rate with 135.7 runs 7. Jayant Krishna 17 runs in 19 balls with 2 fours, 18.47 strike rate. On the crease, Y Teja Reddy.
Right, in the bowling department, a couple of wickets for Vinay in 1 over, and Praveen Watson has gone for 23 runs, but SP Reddy has got a wicket in his first over. But it has been Vinay and Sai Charan who has been very, very economical so far in the spell of the first 13 overs. 103 for the loss of 3 is what they've got at the end of 13 overs, with conceding 7 extras. Alright, 13 overs, 103 for 3, and you can see the yellow flags of Team Pai Viceroy flying in from the young supporters, as they've come all the way from different places to watch this game live from the ground at GVSCS Cricket Ground here in Vayalpadu. What a terrific venue this has been. A world-class venue with some outstanding wickets. And we're done with 13 overs now, 103. Carefully negotiating these middle overs. The last 2 overs have got 26 runs, 13 coming off the over from the captain, 13 from the over from Shalu Nawaz. And it's going to be Shalu Nawaz who will continue. His first ball of the over, and that's been nicely picked and hits it straight down towards the long on region. Sai Charan will collect that, and that's going to be a single. It's flicked it off the legs. Pushing the first one very hard, and we'll have to settle only for 1 run. There's 2 singles coming on the first 2 balls. He's been expensive in the middle overs, but a very good comeback given by the spinner Vinay Kumar. But they are keeping the momentum going. They made sure that they're getting the runs, and they're getting them very quickly. Oh, tried to pick it off the surface, but was there any contact with the bat? Will be the question. Yes, by signal, which means that has gone through everybody. The bat, the wicket keeper, and 4 runs is what should have been a dot. Look at that brilliant delivery. Made it very, very difficult, but the ball has landed before Shashank, the wicket keeper. And 4 freebies. 4 runs coming in the form of buys for the team. Right, 6 runs, setting up a good tone to one more over here. Aditya BR Constructions, they're getting the runs no matter how they're coming. Hits it in the air, not the timing that we would have wanted. And he's been picked up by Sacharan. Right, trying to heave it down the ground, but you can see he hasn't got the timing right. The bat turning in his hand at the very end of that shot. And Shalu Nawaz strikes to pick up a very, very fine batter. His 4th wicket goes on for the team. Aditya BR Constructions with that. Right, you can see it in the replay. Was trying to slog it away, but the ball hasn't come in the arc for the batsman. And that's a very, very fine catch. A comfortable catch taken by Sai Charan. And that will be the 4th wicket down for the team. 109 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets at the end of 13.4 overs. Right, not the ideal timing, not the ideal stroke that he was expecting, Teja Reddy. And he's a goner. And you can see the celebration. Shalu Nawaz is pumped up. Why not? He has got a very, very fine batter. A new batter in the middle, Achyut for the team, Aditya BR Constructions. He'll be on strike for the 5th ball of the 14th over. This first ball for the new batter opens the face and runs it towards Praveen Watson. Off the mark, safely rotates the strike over to Varun. On 12 runs of 8 balls. Now they're getting the wickets in quick intervals, but they are giving away some runs to Pai Viceroy, and bowlers striking in the middle overs is 110. They've still got 6 overs remaining after this next delivery from Shalu Nawaz, but a very good comeback taken on for 13 runs in the first over. I've just considered 6 runs, 4 of them coming in the form of byes, and that's very hard on the bowlers when he puts in very good effort to deliver that. Once the wicket keeper lets go of them, that's going to be very, very difficult. 1 run taken by Varun, and that will bring us to an end to the 14th over. 8 runs with the wicket of the 14th. 111 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions.
After 14 overs, 111 for 4 on the scoreboard. 4th wicket taken, Shaul Nawaz.
Alright, 14 overs into the game, 111 for the loss of 4 wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions. And it's going to be the captain A.V. Surya to continue the spell. We've seen a good comeback from Shalu Nawaz. Will he deliver that? Will A.V. deliver a comeback as well? He's doing the right thing. Achyut getting that single, getting to the other end. Nicely hitting the good length there, A.V. Surya. He's won the toss earlier in the game, and he has decided to bowl first, trying to capitalize on that opportunity to the freshness of the wicket. Would have wanted to capitalize on that little dampness, little moisture. Expected a good support from the wicket in the power play, and the first 5 overs, as we've seen, a very good support has been given by the wicket. The ball have kept low, and we can see how Sai Charan have quickly gone through 3 overs after just conceding 9 runs. A slower delivery picked up very well, hits it in the air and straight down the throat of the fielder. Right, a change of pace working, and the captain is coming back, bringing them back into the game. Absolutely offered no pace for the batter and is tried to chip it over the longer boundary.
Bowler showing total control on the game. Picked up 5 wickets together.
Right, Achyut departs without putting up many runs on the board. 5 down for 112 on the board at the end of 14.2 overs. Right, a wicket for the captain, Pai Surya, and a comfortable catch taken by Syed. Yes, trying to flick it over the longer boundary, has picked up Syed. And 5 down, half the side back in the dugout for team Aditya BR Constructions, and a new batter.
Gayan Krishna.
Right, new batter in the middle, Gayan Krishna, and starts off his innings with the dot ball. Yes, so we've seen a very good comeback from Shalu Nawaz in the previous over. He hasn't gone for many runs, but has got an important wicket of Teja Reddy, and we've seen good comeback from the captain Pai Surya as well, taken on for 13 runs in the first over of his spell, but has got a wicket of the very second delivery once again, taking the pace off and getting that wicket. New batter trying to flick it on the onside, gets a leading edge, safely pouched by the fielder at the covers. Right, change of pace, working like wonder for the captain Pai Surya. He gets his man once again, 2 wickets in 4 deliveries. And then now falling down like a deck of cards, team Aditya BR Constructions losing wickets, and they're losing very, very quickly. But Gayan, you can see he was trying to flick it, and a comfortable catch taken by B. Vinay Kumar. 6 wickets down, 112 on the board at the end of 14.4 overs.
Captaincy bowling. Yes, from Pai Surya picked up 2 wickets.
Alright, 112 for the loss of 6 wickets. And the new batter, Vinod Naidu in the middle for the team. Right, gone through the top order, getting through the middle order batters as well. Now they can fancy their chances in restricting them from not getting many runs on the board. Team Aditya BR, and one more slower delivery. But that's nicely picked up by Vinod Naidu. Drives it very well down the ground and gets a single, and off the mark he goes. Bringing in Varun, 14 of 10 balls, and they need to negotiate the game. We need to take the game forward for the team Aditya BR Constructions. Last ball of the over. Once again, one more slower delivery, but that's a bit sloppy from the fielder. Yes, we'll get that extra run because of that misfield from the fielder at the third man. We'll get a couple of runs. Will still remain a fantastic over from the captain.
15 overs completed. 114 for 6 on the scoreboard. Excellent bowling by Surya. Picked up 2 wickets in this over.
Right, 2 wickets taken. Just conceded 3 runs in the 15th over. Captain Pai Surya 114 for the loss of 6 wickets. Alright, last 5 overs remaining, the slog overs of the innings. And Shalu Nawaz to continue. Picked up an important wicket of Teja Reddy in the previous over of his spell. And now with 114 on the board, It's a right time, a very good time for Team Pai Viceroy to get through these overs without going away from many runs. They're stepping down the wicket, but they're keeping the line very tight. As you can see, even the previous over, Captain A.V. Surya hasn't offered much room and has been very, very instrumental with every pace of delivery that he has bowled in the last over. He's made sure that he hasn't given much width, and that is a very good intent when you're bowling the slow ones. Nicely rolling his fingers over the ball, but nudged onto the ground. Will get a quick single there. Varun gets 1 run, 16 coming for the batter of 14 balls. Brings in the new batter Vinod Naidu back on strike. Gets it on the legs. Looks like there's some contact inside edge. He's played it onto the stumps. This will be 1 run for the team. Aditya BR Constructions. He has deflected off the inside part of the bat onto the bats. He has tried to be a bit sneaky there. The bowling unit trying to go for that uphill, but we've got good experienced umpires on the field. Kiran Kumar and Padhan Hassan Shawali. That's in the air, and that's one more wicket going down. Right, a change of pace once again. We've seen it in the previous over, and now it's Shalu Nawaz who gets 1 more wicket to his name. His 7th wicket, 7th batter back in the dugout, trying to step down the wicket, trying to take charge, and he has picked up the man, Captain A.V. Surya, with a comfortable grab. 7 down for 115 on the board, and Indra Varun departs with 16 runs, I beg your pardon, of 15 balls, has to make his way back to the pavilion. 116 for the loss of 7 at the end of 15.5 overs.
Bowlers showing totally command on the batters. 116 per 6. 7. 116 per 7 on scoreboard.
Alright, 7 wickets down for 116 on the board at the end of 15.5 overs. Same Aditya BR Constructions, and 2 wickets for Shalu Nawaz after conceding 18 runs in 2.5 overs. There's 1 more fine over, 2 runs with the wicket of the first 5 balls. And there's a bit of confusion, and the umpires are trying to rectify that, trying to clear that air. We can see how the previous wicket have gone down. Indra Varun trying to take the charge and trying to flick it onto the onside. He should have been there for the team to get themselves to a fighting total. 180 is what Aditya BR, Captain Kalyan, was expecting at the start at the toss. But the way the bowling at the moment, Pai Viceroy, the captain, have called for 140. And certainly that is working out very well for them at the moment, unless we see something magical coming in from the bowlers, from the batsmen, I beg your pardon, for the team Aditya BR. Alright, they have opted an impact player there, team Aditya BR Constructions. Is the batsman on the screen is your impact player for team Aditya BR Constructions. On strike for the final ball of the 16th over. Works it out very carefully down the ground, and 1 more fine over from Shalu Nawaz What a comeback, taken on for many runs in the first over, but has given a spectacular comeback to just concede 3 runs to pick up one more wicket of the set batter. 16 overs into the game. 117 for the loss of 7 wickets.
Excellent bowling by Pai Viceroy Tirupati.
Alright, 16 overs into the game. 117 for the loss of 7 wickets. And Captain Surya will be bowling the 17th over. But first ball of the 17th over by Captain A.V. Surya starts the over with a dot ball. One more dot ball is not offering absolutely any pace to the batting unit. Navdeer Nihal, the impact player for the team, is made his entry. Now on the leg side, that's going to be signal wide. Right, 17th over in progress, wide from the captain, and one more slower delivery. Nicely bowling it into the surface and let the wicket do its thing is what is working very well for the captain A.V. Surya. Gets 1 run, brings in Vinod Naidu, a quick bowler, and certainly some good looking shots is expected from the bowler at the moment. For the way they're in, they have been put in a very big trouble by team Pai Viceroy. Has gone for the slog, picking up the slower one, hits it straight down towards the mid wicket fielder. Could only be getting 1 run there, Vinod Naidu. Absolutely skillful with that slower one. A.V. Surya is giving a very hard time for the batters in the middle and is asking them to generate whatever the pace that they want to hit the shot with. Right, the way he's come back into this game after conceding 13 runs in the first over. One more back of the hand delivery from A.V. Surya. He's worked out very well. He's spot on with those slower ones. And only 1 run. Yes, singles and doubles they wouldn't be minding at this stage of the innings. We are in the slog overs. And if they wouldn't concede any runs, if they wouldn't concede boundaries, that's absolutely gold for team Pai Viceroy. Dancing down the wicket, trying to take the charge, but bowls it with a bit pace onto the body line, gets away with the dot. With that, we're done with 17 overs now. 121 on the board for the loss of 7 wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions. 121 for 7. End of 17 overs. Last 3 overs played remaining in the first innings.
121 for 7 in 17 overs. Vinay Kumar, Shalu Nawaz, A. Surya picked up 2 wickets each.
All right, 121 on the board, and it's gonna be Vinay Kumar with the 4th over of his spell. A couple of wickets. He's got in 1 over. And very good running between the wickets by both the batters. As you can see, he's put in 10 dot balls in 19 deliveries that he has bowled after conceding 17 runs, picking up 2 important wickets for the team. Have departed MK Datta Reddy, cleaned him up and has got the wicket of Jayant. 2 set batters who are going very well, and he's taken both of them down in the very same over. It's going to be interesting to see as how these 2 batters are going to negotiate these next 5 deliveries, because he's been very skillful in putting in that good pace, or putting in that flipper as well, bringing that ball right into the right-hander batters. He's always got the upper hand, the left-hander bowlers, whether it's the spinners, whether it is the pace bowlers. It makes life very difficult for the right-hander batters. Just couldn't get underneath the ball, couldn't get the connection, gets only 1 run. Is not gonna be worried if they concede singles and doubles at the stage of the innings. Nicely played, straight to the fielder. Remains a dot ball. His last 5 overs, if you look at the equation, 12th over, 13th over have gone for 26 runs, but wickets falling down at quick intervals have given the upper hand for the team. Pai Viceroy, and I want to take the single. There's an opportunity for run out, and the finger has gone up. Is it? That's been given up shades for the third umpire to have a review. Yes, that's been given up shades for the third umpire, to the TV umpire, to have a view on the screen for that run out. Alright, the third umpire have made his call, and the batter Vinod Naidu has to make his way back to the pavilion. One more wicket goes down, another one buys it us for the team Aditya BR Constructions. So gets it Praveen Watson with the throw, and good work done by Shashank Shrivats to get the job done for the side. Right, I beg your pardon, Sheikh Zahir Abbas is the fielder, and good work by Shashank Shrivats. Right, Anil Kumar, the new batter in the middle. First ball, set himself up for the big shot, but has to make a bit of adjustment and works it away onto the offside. Will be a dot ball. Right, absolutely nailing very economical numbers. 2 runs, wicket of 5 balls. And he cleans him up. 1 more wicket. Yes, we've talked about it before the start of this over as to how lethal left arm spinners could be for the right-hander batters. And he has done a terrific job to bring an end to his spell. 3 wickets in 4 overs after just conceding 18 runs on the top of his game. He's brought that angle it very well into the right-hander. He's been absolutely bamboozled with that delivery. He's sliding it from the frontal part of his hand and hitting the top of the off stump. Pushing the batter onto the back foot, getting the most out of him. With that, we're done with 18 overs, 123 for the loss of 9 wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions. Right, 123 for the loss of 9 wickets. End of 18 overs. An outstanding spell from Vinay Kumar. 4 overs, 18 runs and 3 wickets. And the last batter, Daniel Das, makes his way into the middle. He'll be at the non-striker's end, while the impact player Navadir will be on strike. First ball, captain, putting in some absolute skill with that slower ones right throughout his spell. 2 wickets with 20 runs. 21 with that single for Surya. Right, I beg your pardon, it's not Daniel Das, it's Daniel. the new batter. Stepping down the wicket. Yes, it certainly looked like it was drifting down the leg side, and they'll capitalize on that overthrow. Yes, very mindful and gets that second run very, very comfortably. Leg by signal by the umpire. As you can see, the ball certainly have drifted a long mile down the track. Very good call from the on-field umpire. A couple of runs in the form of extras for the team Aditya BR Constructions. That's in the air, but well over the infield. Good looking shot, and plays it away from the fielder Sai Charan. And they've come back once again for the second. Two runs and off the mark Daniel with those couple of runs. 3 balls to go in the 19th, 128. They need some good runs at the end. Both these batters have to try and play out these next 9 deliveries to put up at least 10 or 12 runs to get themselves to 140, which would be a good score for them to defend when they come out to bowl. Direct hit on the stumps. A very good throw from the fielder, but looks like he's made it safely to the crease. Trying to pick the length, trying to bring in that scoop shot to capitalize on the field restriction. A slower delivery, looped it very well in the air and bowled it away from the reach. One more run. These are very, very valuable runs coming in from the tailenders. And last ball to go in the over. 7 coming of 5 balls in the 19th over. Last ball of the 19th. Down the wicket he goes. But too good is the skill from the captain A.V. Surya. One more dot ball to bring it into a fine spell. 2 wickets for 25 runs and 4 overs for A.V. Surya. 19 overs into the game. 130 on the board for the loss of 9 wickets. Team Aditya BR Constructions.
After 19 overs, 130 for 9, 1 over remained. The respected score made by Aditya BR, 128 for 9 in 19 overs. In 19 overs, 130 for 9 wickets.
Alright, 19 overs have completed. 130 on the board for the loss of 9 wickets. And it's going to be the pace star, the quick star, Sai Charan, who has been absolutely magnificent in his first 3 overs. And he'll be bowling the 20th. First ball, banging it into the surface. He's hitting that hard length into the surface, trying to bowl that slower bouncer. Concedes only 1 run and 5 balls remaining. Can they get to 140? 140 would be a good score for them to defend. A good hope for team Aditya BR bowlers when they come out to defend. A slow one once again, just rolling his fingers and trying to grip the ball into the surface. And just that extra bit of time is enough for 2 young runners, 2 young batters in the middle to get that extra run. 2 runs coming of the second ball. Yes, 3 balls, 3 runs of first 2 balls, last 4 deliveries remaining in the first innings. It goes down the wicket but hasn't got any contact on the bat. Very good changer from Sai Charan. Bowled a couple of slower ones but has fired one quicker. Bowled it in the good length region. There's 3 balls remaining. 140 is what a captain has expected them to be cut down. A.V. Surya and all the cues have worked out very well, and they've put themselves in the driving seat at the moment at the end of the first innings. One more changer, but that has been picked very well. Straight down toward the fielder. Will get a single, brings in the impact player. Now they're back on strike. Last 2 balls to go in the 20th. Right, a full toss delivery that's been hit in the air, and that's gone a long mile, capitalizing on the pace. Is hit it with a good connection there. The impact player has got a maximum. Beautifully times that and plays it over the boundary ropes. Is that extra bit of pace? Is all you need to do is get it right out of the middle. Right, they've cruised to the 140 mark, and something for them to come out to bowl for team Aditya BR Constructions. Last ball of the innings. Slower delivery, just rolling his fingers over the ball, but too good is the placement from Navadir. Yes, a sixer followed by a boundary, and that is a very, very good over. 14 runs have come of the final over for team Aditya BR Constructions. Yes, waited for that very well, picked it and hits it straight down the ground. One bounce into the boundary, and a bit of positive momentum at the end of the first innings for team Aditya BR, and they end up at 144, losing 9 wickets at the completion of 20 overs, which means 145 will be the target for team Pai Viceroy Tirupati to chase, but this is the scorecard. Yes, Captain Kalyan with 17 runs with 4 boundaries in the innings. Datta Reddy, who's been very, very good with the bat, is the highest run getter in the first innings, 38 of 28 with 5 boundaries and 2 sixes. 17 runs for Jayant with a couple of boundaries, 14 for Teja Reddy with a couple of boundaries, Indravaran with 16 runs. All the top 5 batters have got a very good start, but they couldn't capitalize, and a handy 17 runs for Navadir have helped the team to 144. And looking at the bowling card, we've seen some good spells. They've been a bit expensive at the end of the first power play, but they have come back very well. Charan has been taken on for runs in the final over, but has been very, very good in the power play. 23 runs is considered in 4 overs. Praveen Watson 3 overs, 23 runs. SP Reddy 1 wicket in his 2 overs. Vinay has been the pick of the bowlers. 3 wickets, 18 runs in 4 overs, and 2 wickets for Shalu Nawaz and 2 wickets for Surya Captain, who has been very, very good in his change of pace. And the scorecard, the partnerships, they have all got some good starts but haven't capitalized to make it into big number. 144 is what team Aditya BR have got at the end of the first innings. It's going to be a target of 145 runs for team Pai Viceroy to chase when they come out to bat to get the first win in this inaugural game of Pranith Foundation Chittoor Premier League Season 2. And we'll be back after a short break to watch the second innings live here from GVSCS Cricket Academy, Vayalpadu. Thank you. All right. Once again, a very big welcome to everybody for the second innings of the inaugural match of Praneeth Foundation Chittoor Premier League Season 2. Yes, after losing toss and batting first, Aditya BR have managed to put up 144 runs on the board for the loss of 9 wickets. An outstanding bowling performance, an outstanding bowling display from Team Pai Viceroy. They've got a very, very good grip of this game right from the first ball. And now we're going to see as to how they're going to approach the target of 145 runs. We've got 20 overs. They've got the ideal score, the score that the captain have wanted during the toss. And it's going to be a chase of 145 for Team Pai Viceroy to win the game. The opening batters have made their way into the middle. And the live action will be starting in a very, very quick time. A very big welcome to all the spectators who are watching this game from wherever you are. And this great tournament is happening here at GVSCS Cricket Ground, Vayalpadu, with the support of Chittoor District Cricket Association under the leadership of the President, Mr. Srinivas Yadav Garu, under the leadership of the Vice President of CDCA, Mr. Sridhar Garu, and Secretary Mandapati Satish Yadav Garu. And a very big thanks to our title sponsor Praneeth Foundation, who have been a magnificent support in making this tournament come alive. And we're all ready. It's going to be Datta Reddy who will start the proceedings with the ball. As the opening batters are ready to take the field, and they have arrived in the middle, and we're all set. We're all ready for the start of the second innings. Is BM Venkatesh along with Shashank Srivats, the opening batters for Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and Datta Reddy will start the proceedings with the ball for the team Aditya BR Constructions. Is all in readiness, and play is a call from the umpire. First ball taken the aerial route, and he has hit it for a boundary. He's picking up the length very quickly and just throwed his hands onto the ball. Hasn't got it right in the middle, but will get a boundary to start the proceedings to the chase. There's a positive start from BM Venkatesh, who has been a very, very fine pick. They've certainly had a very big steal during the auction in getting BM Venkatesh for a very, very decent price. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. This time goes through the covers and straight into the hands of the fielder. Right, strikes back of the very second ball, taken off for a boundary of the first ball, MK Datta Reddy, but he has struck back in the next delivery. Getting the first wicket, has drawn the first blood for the team. Right, gone for the big hit of the first ball, have got the result, but this time tried to crunch it, getting it over to the infield on the offside, has picked up the man straight away. And that's a very comfortable catch. Reverse cup that to good perfection there. Jayant Krishna making no mistake. 1 wicket down for just 4 runs on the board. 2 balls into the second innings. All right, 4 for 1 on the new batter, Syed Akib, in the middle for the team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Right, gone for that quick single. Will get 1 run. And off the mark he goes with a single. Brings in the danger man Shashank Srivats, who can be very, very flamboyant, who can be very good in getting some quick runs. That's nicely bowled, and a defensive stroke from Shashank Srivatsa, a fine striker of the ball. We've seen as to how he's gone about things for Team Spartan Warriors in Season 1 of Chittoor Premier League. Now he's been picked up by Team Pai Viceroy. Nicely played it, beautifully pushed the round to the onside. Will get off the mark straight away with a single. Right, final ball of the first over. Was there something on it? Was there any contact with the bat? The ball is flourishing and have raced away to the boundary. Yes, no contact. Just that quickness of the ball and just gripping off the surface a bit have beaten both the batter and the wicket keeper. And that's going to be 4 byes to bring an end to the first over. It's too much width between the bat and the ball, and that have done both the batter and the captain Kalyan with the gloves. This brings us to an end to the first over. 10 runs on the board for the loss of 1 wicket.
After first over, 10 runs per 1. Aditya BR fixed target 145 to the Pai Viceroy Tirupati.
Right, a positive start for the team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, although they've lost a wicket. They've got 10 runs at the end of the first over and 135 more they need in the next 19 overs. And Achyutananda will be the next bowler for the team Aditya BR Constructions.
This is the good cricket ground. GVSCS Cricket Ground located at Vayalpadu. Debut matches running here for CPL Season 2.
Right, 10 for 1, Achyutananda to start the proceedings to his spell. The first ball of the over, stepping down the wicket and stylishly flicking it onto the onside, gets a single. 1 run taken by Shashank Srivatsa, gets in Syed Akib onto strike.
On this hot sunny day, spectators chilled with pouring runs.
Right, a single of the first ball in the second over. That's in the air and is headed over the infield. 1 bounce into the boundary it goes. Lovely pickup of the full L and delivery and is worked it out very well onto the onside. Syed Akib played it with the angle that is coming into him and has got a stylish looking boundary. Syed Akib is picking up that length, throwing his hands over the infield. It goes. Just made sure that he has put it over the 30 yard and gets 4 runs to get going. Achyutananda bowling the second over of the innings. 5 runs conceded in the first 2 deliveries. A tall bowler who can make use of that long levers very well, and that's been played on the up. Banged it short and trying to generate that extra bit of bounce off the surface, trying to take the batter by a very good surprise. But Syed Akib has played it on the top of the ball very well, pushes it on to the offside, gets to the other end, bringing in one more good striker of the ball. Shashank Srivatsa back on strike.
16 for 1, Pai Viceroy. Getting a move on here, 16 for 1. It's important they don't lose too many wickets in the power play. Remember, they were the runners-up, isn't it, Prashant?
Yes.
Oh, that's on the leg side, heaved away, gets the height and the distance as well. That's a handsomely hit shot, just one bounce.
Right, beautifully picking up the runners-up of season 1 are certainly on the hunt for the winning trophy, and they're off to a stylish start here. The way they bowled in the first innings and the way they're going about things in the second is you would always expect these kind of hits from a quality batter like Shashank Srivastava.
Yeah, you've covered a lot of commentary yourself and also the season 1, Prashant.
Yes, terrific is the way he has gone about things even season 1. He has been absolutely on top of his game, has been demolishing the bowlers very well with his clean striking ability. Once he's settled in, he's a different kind of monster. He's unstoppable for the bowlers. And he's also got a good control here. Made sure that he plays it on the merit of the ball. He know he has got a big boundary and has carefully negotiated that single, bringing in his partner onto the strike for the final ball of the second.
11 runs of this. The bowler, Achyutanand, will be looking at finishing off decently. Syed on strike for the last delivery. Oh, that's cheeky, that's cheeky. Gets the boundary as well. This is an expensive over. 15 runs coming off it. 2 overs done. It's 25 for 1.
Right, magnificent is the way how he has got in that control for that shot. He's made sure he was trying to play that uppercut, but at the end had made a good adjustment, made sure that he has played it very fine to the third man and gets 4 more runs to make it 15 coming of the second over. He's totally in control of that shot. 2 overs, 25 for 1, team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and this is a terrific start in the chase for team Pai Viceroy Tirupati.
Batted absolutely using power play rules and regulations, and they scored 25 runs with 1 wicket loss. Datta Reddy again onto this.
Right, Datta Reddy back in action, has got a wicket in his first over, and he cleans him up. 1 more wicket. Yes, Shashank Srivastava trying to take the attack right from the first ball, and bang, he hits the middle wicket.
Datta Reddy mesmerizing with ball also.
Right, Datta Reddy, who has got some good runs, 38 of them in the first innings. Now he's doing some good work with the ball, getting a wicket, and the second wicket is down for the team Pai Viceroy, and Shashank Srivastava, the danger man, departs with just 7 runs. Phase 6 deliveries, trying to step down the wicket, trying to put in that aggressive intent. Has been cleaned up by a very fine delivery. Datta Reddy gets 1 more wicket, 25 for 2 at the end of 2.1 overs. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati.
Next batsman, Syed Agib. Vinay Kumar, left-handed. In bowling, he picked up 3 wickets, and think we think he also mesmerized with bat in this CPL season 2. Syed Agib on the strike. Smashed it and got 4 runs. 6 runs, sorry. Syed Akib smashed the Datta Reddy, got 6 runs, and score moves to score moves to 32 for 2. And again, and goes to the boundary. Umpire signal boundary. 36 for 2 runs, 2 wickets. It is the big over for Pai Viceroy. Again. Datta Reddy. Taken single comfortably. Vinay on the strike. Facing last ball from Datta Reddy. Oh, nicely played. On offside. Boundary scored. Signal by the umpire. Score moves to 41 for 2 after 3 overs.
Right, 3 overs have completed 41 for the loss of 2 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy, an expensive over. He's got a good wicket of Shashank Srivats, but 16 runs. He's considered 16 in the third over with 41 on the board for the loss of a couple of wickets for Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. And to win this game, 104 runs required in 102 balls. Right, Praneeth Foundation, Chittoor Premier League Season 2 is happening here at GVSCS Cricket Ground, Vayalpadu. A terrific tournament that is supported by Chittoor District Cricket Association. And the man behind this dream, Cricket Vijay sir, who has been outstanding in giving a great
Okay,
opportunity
came to the
and
bowling.
nurturing.
It's a big appeal. Leg by given by the umpire. Vinay on to the strike. 42 for 2. 3.1. Mukesh ready for his second delivery. Watching field. It's a bouncer. Wide given by umpire above the head. Score moves to 44 for 2 after this delivery. Pai Viceroy in good position.
Right, Mukesh bowling the first over of his spell, and 44 on the board now for the team. Pai Viceroy is banging in that shorter ones, trying to generate that extra bit of bounce. He's considered one bouncer already in this over, and the batters have been very, very good in capitalizing on that extra run opportunity. Is a tall bowler generating a very good pace, and so far this has been a very, very good start, albeit they lost a couple of wickets. Team Pai Viceroy, they've got 44 runs. Is setting up a great tone into the chase with 101 required, just over 6 runs to get 14 to win the game from here.
Yeah, they've set the foundation right, isn't it? Charges batter. That's the sound of timber. Gone. That's the third wicket fallen here.
Right, absolutely spot on there. He was trying to take the attack by stepping down the wicket, trying to take on the bowler. Is getting some good runs, but hasn't got the control going right. Third wicket is back to the pavilion. Important they keep the wickets while getting the runs as well. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati.
Yeah, just unnecessary at this point in time, isn't it? They were going great guns, charging. But then that's what a sight for any fast bowler. Hitting the middle of middle, gives the charge, misses it, you miss, I hit, and the stumps goes flying. Unnecessary given the circumstance at this point in time.
Right, just trying to capitalize on that momentum, but he has to make his way back to the pavilion. 3 down for 44 on the board at the end of 3.3 overs. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. All right, a wicket in the very first over for Mukesh. 3 balls. He just conceded runs in the form of extras. There's 3 runs coming, 1 in the form of 1 plus wide and 1 leg by, creating opportunities, mixing it up very well. Mukesh, they need these wickets. In the defense of 145 wickets will always be the key for the team, for any team in the defense to get their cues right. All right, impact player. Impact player has been introduced by team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and it's going to be the batsman who will be in strike. Oh, there he goes. He's hitting the deck hard and generating a very, very good bounce off the surface. A tall bowler bending his back and drawing that extra bit of bounce.
Forty-four for 3. The next batsman struggling facing the bowler. Mukesh is ready for next delivery. SP ready on strike.
There's one more fine delivery from the bowler, but it has gone against him on this occasion. This team Pai Viceroy Tirupati gets 4 runs, and that would be missing the stumps by a very, very small margin. You can see as to how he's brought that ball back in. Absolutely bamboozled the batsman, bamboozled the wicket keeper, but it goes against the team there. 4 runs for team Pai Viceroy. It's a bit of difficult opportunity for the wicket keeper, the captain Kalyan, to cut that down from racing away. He's almost missing that timber by a very, very small margin.
Or was there something on it? He is very confident of the call, and the impact player has to make his way back to the pavilion. Now they're falling down like a deck of cards. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. I've got very good scores. I've got a very good scoring rate, but this wouldn't help the team. Balaji, the impact player, trying to work out that short and delivery and try to negotiate that down to the third man region. And he's a goner. A comfortable grab by the captain, wicket keeper Kalyan. 4 down for 48 on the board. Yes, 48 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets at the end of 4 overs. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Scores moving for, and wickets also falling fast. Fourth wicket down. .48 for 4. Pai Viceroy. Last ball remain. Over complete. Four overs, 48 for 4. Pai Viceroy. Changing to 145 runs target. Anil Kumar for next delivery. Vinay on the strike. Is the full toss ball and flicked it on leg side. Got single comfortably. New batsman Surya on strike. 49 for 4. Pai Viceroy. This is the 5th over. 5 balls remain. Comfortable single. Surya up the mark and 50 comes up. 50 for 4. Pai Viceroy. Anil Kumar. It's a big appeal, and umpire given out. 5 wickets down at 51. It's the big trouble. Pai Viceroy. falling 5 wickets in a row. Aditya BR celebrating in full josh. They are getting wickets by wickets. New batter Jain come to the strike and 2 balls remain in 5th over. 2 ball, 51 for 5. 5th over running, 4 balls remain. Excellent over by Anil Kumar. And big appeal and given by umpire. It's consecutively second wicket from Anil Kumar. 51 for 6. And celebrating Aditya BR in Josh and Josh. Exactly, definitely this is the big over. Looking at in replay. He is on a hat-trick. Anil Kumar on a hat-trick. The new batter is coming. New batter Jahis Abbas on strike. Anil Kumar on hat-trick. This is the big over for BR.
All right, 2 wickets in 2 balls, and Sheikh Zahir Abbas, the guest player for the team, Pai Viceroy Tirupati, he'll be on strike to face the hat-trick delivery from Anil Kumar. What a sensational over. This is clutch bowling from Anil and from team Aditya BR Constructions. Oh, banged it short and gets it on the helmet there. So just giving a good smell of the leather to the new batter, Sheikh Zahir Abbas. And that's going to be an end to a fantastic over from Anil Kumar. 2 wickets, 4 runs of his first over. With that, we're done with 5 overs, 52 on the board for the loss of 6 wickets. Is absolutely throwing the wickets away from the score they've got on the board for the target they need to chase. All they need to do is get a couple of good partnerships to get the game done, but they're falling down like a deck of cards. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. 52 for 6, 5 overs into the game.
This is the last over for power play.
All right, 5 overs into the game, 52 for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and they need a good partnership here. Vinay Kumar was on 7 runs. Need to build up a good partnership with the new batter Sheikh Zahir Abbas. And back to action. Back with a brilliant delivery, Mukesh, who has been outstanding in his first over. Another bowler who has got 2 wickets in the very same over. And the breathing fire, the opening bowlers, they have been outstanding with the bowling. Yes, they've gone for runs, but wickets are the key for the team, and they have been spot on when it comes to taking wickets. The bowlers of Aditya BR Construction, it's always important that when you're defending a low total like 145, 150, it's always important that you get upright in the power play 3 or 4 wickets, but they've put themselves in the driving seat by picking up 6 wickets. Yes, defenses that need to assess the condition now. Zahir Abbas and Vinay Kumar, the batters in the middle, need to understand that they've got good runs in the power play, but they're down 6 and they need to build a partnership here. That is the ideal approach for them going into this chase. There's absolutely no room for them to throw away the wickets, and there's absolutely no room for them to make any error. Any error they make at this stage of the innings would be one more nail to the coffin. Right, 2 dots to start the proceedings to the 6th over. That's another brilliant delivery. He's not letting the batters free their arms, keeping it very tight. We've seen it in the first over as to how he was very good with those short lane deliveries. He's very good with those bouncers that he has got, has put the batsman in good trouble. I've got the wicket of the impact player Balaji with that short lane delivery, getting something on the gloves that has landed in the hands of the wicket keeper. Now 3 balls, 3 dots in the 6th over so far. Nicely bowled and gets a good connection and will get single and moves on to 2 runs with that Sheikh Zahir Abbas, bringing in B. Vinay Kumar. Right, 2 balls to go on the power play, 53 for 6, and they're getting a good finish here. Another fine over on the cards from a team Aditya BR Constructions. The left-hander batter Vinay back on strike for the 5th ball in the 6th over. Worked it out, pushes that on to the offside, will be cut down by the fielder at the gully region. Will get 1 run. Yes, they could take all the time they need in building up a partnership. Not losing wickets will be the absolute weapon for them at this stage for Team Pai Viceroy. 91 in 85, gettable 9 out of 10 times, but the problem here for Team Pai Viceroy is that they've lost 6 wickets. Final ball of the over, 2 runs of 5 deliveries. He's putting in good numbers with the ball already, Mukesh. 2 for 4 runs in 1.5 overs. And Abbas will be on strike for the final ball in the power play. A final ball of the over, picked it and slogged it away for a clean strike. A maximum to bring an end to the power play from Sheikh Zahir Abbas, who is known to be this kind of player. We've seen him do it on the grand stage of Andhra Premier League, and now he has arrived into CPL Chittoor Premier League. With that, we're done with 6 overs, 60 on the board for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Right, picked the length very quickly, and the way he's logged it, absolutely destructive. 85 to get in 84 balls with 4 wickets in hand for team Pai Viceroy Tirupati to win the game from here.
Power play completed. 60 for 6 in 6 overs. Very good scoring.
Alright, Anil Kumar, AK, back into action. Got 2 wickets in 2 balls in his first over. They have created an opportunity to get a hat-trick and have surprised the batsman who was on the hat-trick delivery with that short in delivery that has got him on the helmet for Sheikh Zahir Abbas. We are in the 7th over of the chase with 60 runs on the board for the team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Pretty much a very good score on the board, but they've lost 6 wickets. That would be a thing to concern for team Tirupati. They've got some good runs but have thrown away the wickets in an unnecessary manner. Down the wicket he goes, gets an edge, and that ball went very fine. Absolutely no chance for the fielder. He's had to make a bit of improvisation at the very end, and he'll take it with both the hands over. They're coming. Vinay Kumar trying to hit the ball, stepping down the wicket, has been cramped for room by the bowler. AK made a good adjustment that I've got him 4 runs there.
Third delivery from Anil Kumar. Vinay, dot ball. No contact with the bat and ball person. $64 for 6. That is the 4th delivery. Hit by the Vinay. It's
Alright, 5 runs coming off 4 balls. And he's getting a bit of a lateral movement as well, Anil Kumar. And that's been crunched very well straight towards the fielder in the point region. Will be another dot. Yes, pretty much up in the defense. A team Aditya BR Constructions haven't given many runs for the wickets they've taken. Absolutely on the top of the game. 65 is what they've considered is 1 more wicket, and they will capitalize on it and take the game away from the hands totally of team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Last ball of the over. That's been pulled, that's been muzzled away. Sheikh Zahir Abbas, once again he finishes the over with a big strike. The way he's picking up the length very early and the way he's getting them out of the middle, yes, this is very, very fine striking from the batsman. The moment he saw the ball banged and shot by the bowler, he's made up his mind. He has made up his mind to go for the big hit. Right, a terrific strike to bring an end to a fine over. 11 runs coming of the 7th over, 71 for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. 74 are required in 78 balls for team Pai Viceroy Tirupati to win the game from here with 4 wickets in hand. Right, 7 overs, 71 for 6. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, a couple of good looking strokes. One coming of the end of the 7th over, one at the end of the 6th over. He's making sure that he's getting good runs at the end of every over for the team. With that 74 required in 78 balls, less than 6 runs required every over going forward from here from Pai Viceroy. It's going to be interesting to see as how they're going to negotiate these middle overs without losing any wickets. Alright, 7 overs, 71 for 6, and one more over for Mukesh with 74 to get in 78 balls. As long as Zahir Abbas is in the middle, as long as Vinay Kumar is in the middle to complement him for a good partnership, they're still on the winning side, team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, but it's too early to predict as to who is going to get the upper hand, as to who is going to get the first win for Praneeth Foundation Chittoor Premier League Season 2 happening here at this beautiful venue of GVSCS Cricket Ground, Vayalpadu. An outstanding venue, a world-class venue, and this is the first big tournament that is happening here. What a platform that has been set for the talent, the local talent of Chittoor District Cricket Association. We've seen a terrific auction for the players. And back to the game, Mukesh coming in round the stumps for the left-hander, starts off with a dot ball.
Score moves to 71 for 6 after 7 overs. Mukesh is the bowler. He already picked up 2 wickets in a row. For next delivery, it is the good bowling spell by Mukesh Kumar. No contact with the bat. Vinay also picked up 3 wickets in a first inning. Good score for Pai Viceroy. 71 for 6. They are in good position, but another dot ball from Mukesh. 3 dots in a row, putting pressure on the batsman. Fourth delivery, come to the forward and pick it up. Ball in air. Ball in air. Given by 6. Signal by umpire. Its score moves to 77 for 6 with this 6. And smashed it, Vinay. Right, 3 dots followed by a huge 6 from Vinay Kumar. Stepping down the wicket, taking the charge, saying to the bowler, I'm not going to be tied up with that good line. Converted that good length into his ideal length for the hitting. Played it away from the body, but made sure that he has got enough bat on the ball to convert that into a big shot. Gets to the other end. Another 7 runs so far coming of the first 5 balls. So Sheikh Zahir Abbas is putting in a good pattern. He's getting sixer every last ball. He's done it on 2 occasions now. At the end of the 7th over, at the end of the 6th over, he's got 6s. And now we're going to see. We will see if he's going to get one more big hit. To summarize this 8th over, is the plan would be set. They would invite him to try and make that shot, but would try to push him to make an error and get him trapped somewhere. Last ball of the over. Very sensible. This is very smart from Sheikh Zahir Abbas. The ball was certainly bowled within his arc, but is decided to drive it and will keep the strike, will retain the strike for the next over. 8 overs completed, 79 for the loss of 6 wickets, team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Right, 8 overs have completed, and this is a scorecard. 21 runs of 11 balls for Rakib, the highest run getter so far, but everybody else have fallen down like a deck of cards, every single digit. And Vinay Kumar settled at one end, walked in as batsman number 5, and he's got 20 runs and a disciplined bowling performance. 2 wickets apiece. In fact, 2 wickets for 3 bowlers, Mukesh, Anil and Datta Reddy. And 1 over 15 runs for Achat. Given away 79 runs, picking up 6 wickets. New bowler Vinod Naidu. Sheikh Zahir Abbas on the strike, facing first delivery, and most it covers, and 4. Signal given by the umpire. Score moves to 83. Alright, Vinod Naidu, right arm quickster into action, and he's been given a good welcome by Sheikh Zahir Abbas. Beautifully driven that down the carpet, getting his part past that 30-yard circle. We know this is a very, very quick outfield. You get good value for every shot that you play. That's nicely bowled. Put in some good effort to generate a good pace, but worked it out very well onto the offside. Gets a single. He's being very smart. He's being a very smart operator. Sheikh Zahir Abbas bringing in all the experience that he has got. More on to 20 runs of 11 balls now with that single. Only putting away the balls that are there within his reach. Only taking chance, only taking opportunities of getting those big shots coming in. He's got a great reputation of getting those big sixes. Sheikh Zahir Abbas. Two balls, 5 runs so far in the 9th over. 84 on the board. Brings in the left-hander batter Vinay back on strike. That's too wide to the popping crease, to the guideline on the offside. He gets some contact. Gets a single there. He's playing it away from the body. Need to be very careful. Vinay Kumar, the previous sixer, he's got the only sixer that he has got in the innings. He was playing that away from his body line, stretching out that arm, and we've seen that once again in this over 6 coming of 3 balls. A brilliant yorker. That is a terrific yorker from Vinod Naidu. Beautifully fired that into the block hole and looped it very well, not giving any chance for the batter to play any kind of shot, and that's very well negotiated by
the batsman Sheikh Zahir Abbas at the end. Brought that blade down right in time to not let the ball go onto the stumps. Last 2 to go in the over. Now that's nicely played, but hasn't got the timing, the connection that he would have wanted. Will be cut down by Datta Reddy, gets 1 more run. And that's been signaled leg byes. This brings us down to the final ball of the 9th over. That's driven on the offside. Straight to the deep covers fielder. Will get 1 run and will keep the strike. And they're building a fine partnership here, stitching a beautiful partnership. Both the batters, Vinay Kumar and Sheikh Zahir Abbas, 35 of 24, 36 with that single. With that, we're done with 9 overs, 87 for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati required 58 runs in 66 balls. Right, beautiful venue, GVSCS Cricket Ground here in Vayalpadu, surrounded by these big mountains here in the southern part of Andhra Pradesh. It's a magnificent venue for the district cricket players. As you can see the scorecard, the partnerships, yes, on the screen, 21 between Shashank and Syed Akib, and this partnership at the moment for the 7th wicket is a solid for team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and they're slowly marching forward with getting good pace in the scoring department. 36 of 25 between both the batters, and 9 overs, 87 for 6 is the score at the moment. And it's time for rings for the refreshment of the players. Strategic timeout called by the umpire. All right, back to the game. 9 overs, 87 for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and 58 of them is what they need to get in the next 66 deliveries with 4 wickets in hand to win the game from here. And a beautiful partnership is being stitched by both the batters, Sheikh Zahir Abbas and Vinay Kumar, both experienced campaigners, bringing in a very good quality of cricket for the 7th wicket for Team Pai Viceroy. And getting a break for this partnership will be an absolute key for Team Aditya BR Constructions at this stage of the innings. As Achat back into action. First ball worked out very well towards the deep covers. We'll get a single. Gets 1 run, brings in Sheikh Zahir Abbas onto strike. 10th over in progress.
There's 10th over in progress now. 57 more to get in 65. Sheikh Zahir Abbas got the experience, got the firepower, can hit the ball a long mile. 20 of 13 at the moment for the batsman. That's a nicely played shot, and he played it very fine. Just open the face, very intentionally getting his past that 30-yard fielder. All right, we have a game on. The fight back is certainly on from Zahir Abbas and Vinay Kumar. This has been crammed for room, but he has converted that and got it past the 30-yard. 4 more runs, 1 more boundary for Sheikh Zahir Abbas. 2 boundaries, 2 sixes. Is the guest player for team Pai Viceroy. Is truly performing for the team when the going has got tough. It is the tough batter. Sheikh Zahir Abbas is going forward for the team. This is very good cricket, getting the boundaries, getting the singles, making sure that he is keeping up the run rate that have been set in the power play, and is also making sure that he is playing on the merit of the ball. 6 runs of 3 balls so far in the 10th over. 93 mammoth scoring rate, scoring almost closer to 10 runs, 9.8 to be precise. 3 to go in the 10th. Coming in round the sons for the left-hander batter. A bit of bounce and offer, that's been hit. And talk about timing, talk about placement. And Vinay Kumar, the bowler, was certainly trying to surprise him with that short and delivery, but too good is the execution of that shot from Vinay Kumar. Has been simply brilliant with the ball in the first innings. He's got 3 wickets. So very much in control. Absolutely very much in control of that shot. Yes, we have tried to play that uppercut, and there certainly has been a field put in place. He know about the fields set and is very mindful of it. Has played it square of the wicket, will remain a dot ball. So 10 coming, 1 more brilliant over for team Pai Viceroy. 10 coming of 5 balls, last ball to go in the 10th over. Last ball of the 10th over. Defenses that once again, a couple of dots to bring it into the 10th over. Halfway through the chase. 97 is what team Pai Viceroy Tirupati have got for the loss of 6 wickets, and 48 required in 60 balls with 4 wickets in hand. Ten overs completed of the match. 97 for 6. Pai Viceroy team reaching 145 behind 148 runs only in 10 overs. Sheikh Zahir Abbas 25 runs, Vinay Kumar in 27. In 11th over, so right here is 10 overs, 97 for 6, team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and they just need 48 more in the next 10 to win the game. Yes, a wicket will be the key here. Breaking this partnership will be the biggest task for the team Aditya BR Constructions if they want to give themselves a couple of points to get the win. Starts off with a dot ball to his second over. Vinod Naidu, who has just gone for 7 runs in his first. Wait for that and drives it beautifully down the carpet towards the long off fielder.
will get a single. Sheikh Zahir Abbas was under 26 with that. A 47-run partnership. They're falling down like a deck of cards in the power play, and after the power play, a couple of forwards have been very, very tight for the team. Pai Viceroy Tirupati, but the way they've pulled out this game after the 6 wickets have gone down is certainly tells you why experience is a very, very great thing when you're playing under clutch situations. Tried to time it, tried to heave it away onto the offside, could only manage to get a single. Hits it straight down towards the long off fielder.
$99 per 6. Sheikh Zahir Abbas on strike. Vinod Naidu, 4th delivery. Ball to the bowler, fielder. It's a dot ball. Vinod Kumar for 5th delivery. Zahir Abbas smashed it away and boundary. Scored more, passed away. 100 runs. 103 for 6. And last delivery from the Vinod Naidu. And it's a dot. 103 for 6 after 11 overs.
Alright, 11 overs have completed, 103 for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and they're just 42 runs away from going all colours in the first game, in the inaugural game of Pranith Foundation, Chittoor Premier League Season 2. Is Achit to continue? First ball, good looking stroke by the batsman. Is what a fine knock. This is under pressure from Vinay Kumar. 29 runs of 22 balls with that single, with 3 boundaries and 1 6, and 30 of 20 for the hard hitting Sheikh Zahir Abbas. 3 boundaries and 2 sixes in the inning so far. They're taking this momentum, taking and marching in the middle overs very well for Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Call for a quick single, was initially setting himself up for that big shot, but just that end of lateral movement from Achut, and he's made a very good adjustment, pushing that onto the offside and getting a single. One more run. Right, 2 singles on the first 2 balls. What is key for Team Aditya BR Constructions is now they'll have to get a break for this partnership. Absolutely taking the game away from the hands slowly. Gets the inside edge too difficult it was to stop for the wicket keeper, and they'll get 4 more runs. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. The runs are starting to flow, and they're coming in a very, very quick time now for Team Pai Viceroy. Let's try to open the face, but that angle created by the bowler coming in round the stumps, so the left-hander gets the inside edge, and that went away from to the right side part of the wicket keeper Kalyan, 4 runs. Six coming off 3 balls. 12th over in progress, 36 more required in 51 balls. Ample deliveries to get 36. Nicely negotiates that onto the offside. Playing it with soft hands, pushing that straight towards the backward deep point.
Achyutananda on 5th delivery. Sheikh Zahir Abbas on strike. So, on to the fielder. Comfortably taken single by the Zahir Abbas. Score moves to 111 for 6. 11.5 overs. Vinay on the strike for last ball. Achyutananda being ready for the delivery. Oh. Straight to the fielder and comfortably taken single. Over completed after 12 overs. Score moves on 112 for 6. Pai Viceroy 33 runs behind in 8 overs. Vinod Naidu next bowler. Releasing 13th delivery, 13th over. It's a full toss, smashed it in 4 runs by the Vinay Kumar. One six. Score moves to 116 for this 4 at 12.1 run, 1 over. Yeah.
All right. Has got a boundary of the first ball. Now decided to free his arms. Vinay Kumar is making this look like a cake on the walk for the team. Pai Viceroy Tirupati is giving us a flash of the ace all-rounder of Indian team, Ravi Jadeja. He's hitting those balls, hitting those semi-handed shots. And now he's freed his arms, moves on to 45 now of 27. What a fine all-rounder. Now plays it down the ground towards the long on. Will get one more run. And they're marching towards a victory here. This partnership of 72 runs of 46 balls. Match-winning partnership that has been put up by both the batters at the moment. Zahir 32 of 22. On the other hand, Vinay Kumar putting in some controlled aggression and he's got 46 of 28 balls. Push the round to the offside, trying to split that gap between both the fielders. Will be cut down by Daniel. One more run closer to the target here. 21 more. The equation now for the team Pai Viceroy Tirupati. They just need to get 2 runs, 2.8 runs every over to win the game. At the moment, the pendulum is certainly moving towards Team Pai Viceroy, to the man in yellow. Sets himself back in the crease. Was there any contact with the bat? Is capitalizing on that line from the bowler, and that has been timed and placed it very fine. Not a great delivery from the bowler to try and bowl it on the leg side with nobody behind the 30 yard. 4 more runs, and what a way to get up. 50 runs for Vinay Kumar. 50 of 29. What a brilliant day he's had. 3 wickets with the ball and a magnificent half century in a clutch chase for the team. Well played, Vinay Kumar. 50 of 29, 6 boundaries and 2 sixes in the innings. Now gets a sweet connection on the offside, and he finds the gap once again. Right, going unstoppable at the moment. Vinay Kumar looks in a hurry to get this game done for the team. Right, brings an end to the over with a couple of boundaries. I've got a good start by getting a boundary, a sixer, and this is a huge over. 20 runs have come off the 13th over. 132 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati, and 13 more required in 7 overs partnership, proving to be outstanding. 81 of 49 balls for the 7th wicket between both the batters, and you can see a happy dugout. Team Pai Viceroy Tirupati is once again played it away. The ball has been delivered very good, trying to take it away from him, trying not to be within his reach, but too good is the connection from Vinay Kumar to get one more boundary. Down to 13 runs in 42 balls for Team Pai Viceroy to win the game.
Teja Reddy, new bowler. Just 13 runs behind. Pai Viceroy team. Zahir Abbas on strike. This is a slow delivery. Comfortable single by Sheikh Zahir Abbas. Teja ready for second delivery. Vinay on strike. Score moves to 133 for 6. 12 runs behind for target. Second delivery is dot ball. Good partnership between Vinay Kumar and Sheikh Zahir Abbas. Moving to changing the target.
Right, gets down on the knee and once again gets one more big shot coming in. Vinay Kumar dragged it from way outside of stump and has hit it over the mid-wicket boundary. Lovely timing on that, and he gets a maximum.
Goes for the reverse, and that's excellent fielding. Stops it at the right time. But this partnership here has been decisive, isn't it? Especially BV putting on that 60 of 33 runs. The left-hander, southpaw. Goes high and handsome, not to be caught at the boundary line. Just the commentator's curse, which wasn't needed for Vijay. That's an excellent catch taken there on the boundary line. Probably they'll just check. The front foot looks all right. That's not a problem. And probably he'll have to walk back because that's cleanly taken as well. The intention was right. The execution wrong. And that's an excellent catch. One-handed as well. Just right in front of our cameraman. Picking that. And will this change the fortunes? Because they've already done the damage. The men in yellow. 7 wickets down. 139 for 7. Nicely taken, isn't it? And stays inside the boundary line as well. That's what Tilak Verma did in the same blue last night for Mumbai Indians. Praveen, the new batter, hasn't got much to do here. The target is 145, 139 for 7. They've got 6 runs. 1 hit will do. I'm not sure Praveen isn't thinking of that at the moment. Teja Reddy has picked up his first wicket. Last ball to go in this over. Oh, that's a top edge. And goes the distance. As I mentioned, 1 hit would do, and that's exactly what he's done. Praveen comes, Praveen delivers. And that's the end of it. The first victory here for Pai Viceroy team. The men in yellow are raring and roaring in this tournament. The Chittoor Premier League T20 has risen, and these men in yellow have risen to the occasion as well. So Pai Viceroy winning this first match of the tournament comfortably, and a comprehensive victory. They're the runners-up, remember, of the CPL 2. And here they've started on a right note and well within time as well. 14 overs is what took them to get there. Handshakes all around. Aditya BR, the new team coming into this tournament, will have to regroup, rethink and come back. Remember, there are 2 matches every day and in quick time as well. So they need to ensure that both these teams need to pick themselves up and come back. This is a good sign here. Good scenes all over from Vayalpadu. Men in blue and men in yellow raring here and have done a fabulous job. It's been an excellent chase. 144 is what Aditya BR put on the board, losing 9 wickets, and Pai Viceroy Tirupati chasing that well within time, and decisive innings. Yeah, that's the batting card there. You can look at the middle order, which has wagged their tail. Vinay Kumar, 60 of 34, 7 boundaries and 3 sixes. And in the end, Sheikh Zahir as well. Good contribution, stays not out, 34. That was enough to reach this target. And bowling, a bit of a stick. They did pick up early wickets as well. 2 wickets for Datta Reddy. He contributed with the bat as well. Mukesh picks up 2. Anil Kumar picks up 2. And Teja Reddy in the end picking up 1 wasn't enough on the day. That's the match summary. Match number 1. Aditya BR taking on Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Aditya put on 144. Top scorer was Datta Reddy at 38. But Vinay Kumar doing his best, getting 60, and winning by 3 wickets are the Pai Viceroy Tirupati. Right then, we'll slip into a small break and come back with the post-match presentation. And stay tuned as we have another match coming up. And that's at 1:30 in the afternoon.
right, good afternoon everybody and welcome to the post-match presentation of the first game, the inaugural game of Praneeth Foundation Chittoor Premier League. Secretary Mandapati Satish Yadav Garu, and I would like to welcome our esteemed guest for this post-match presentation, Mr. Eliezer, ex-Ranji player and selector. Yes, commencing ahead, we would now be announcing the player of the match. Yes, for his scintillating performance in both the departments, 60 runs with the bat and 3 wickets with the ball. I would like to call forward Vinay Kumar, player of the match for the first game. He'll be handed over the memento by our chief guest, Mr. Eliezer, ex-Ranji player. Yes, congratulations B. Vinay on a terrific game in both the departments. Very well done. And this presentation will be commencing, and I would like to congratulate Pai Viceroy on getting a victory over Aditya BR Constructions. So before we close in this, I would like to call forward captain of forward. Yes, Aditya BR captain, you are requested to please come forward. Yes, you can stay back. Yes, AV Surya have also come. Yes, you can stay back. It's a tough game for you to start the proceedings to the second season. What are your thoughts on this game?
I think usually the wicket was very damp in the early morning. So we lost a couple of wickets and we lost our momentum in the power play. And again the wicket got a good runs in a few last overs. And very well done the both partnership that Vinay and Zair Abbas, they got 100 runs partnership nearly. That's it, nothing. Just because of the damp we didn't get a runs over there. Hope we'll win next games, yeah.
Yes, good luck for the future games, Kalyan.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, Devi Surya has been named the runners-up of season 1 and a terrific start to the season for second season of CPL. So what are your thoughts reflecting on this game?
Yeah, actually we planned the target also bowling and 140, but good going and bowlers and good effort, and batting also have more than 9 batsmen is there, so I'm very confident we win, and this year also we will champions.
So initially you have got the score that you want to put them in that position under 140. So they've got 144 and you lost very early wickets. 6 of them have gone down in 7 overs. So what was your thought running at that stage of the innings?
Actually we planned the more than 9 batsmen is there. I will confident definitely 140 is very easy score, but have Abbas and Vinay good going and well played and a good partnership, and we will.
Yes, congratulations on winning your first game and good luck for your next games. Right, we've seen a terrific run from the all-rounder and the guest player for Team Pai Viceroy. So that will be it from the post-match presentation of the first. For the second game, which is going to start at 1:30. Stay tuned, catch you there.